Right, another great reason to dry fast is the improvement of your immune system. As we've said before, during a dry fast, by around day 3, you've used up all your glycogen, you've started to tap your fat cells, because what happens is pKa is turned off. You're no longer taking in sugar, protein kinase A is no longer necessary, it goes down, switches on your stem cells. Especially the stem cells in the bone marrow, because that's where your immune system is generated from. Cells in the bone marrow produce two basic cell lines, the amyloid line and the lymphoid line. These are progenitor cells that end up being your T killer cells, your macrophages, all these great cells, and your cells for the blood, your immune system cells in the innate immune system. The cool thing about this is when pKa turns off and you go into a fast, your white blood cell count drops down dramatically and stimulates the bone marrow to start making a brand new immune system and all these great cells in the immune system, which is absolutely necessary for your entire body. The fascial system and the lymphatic system distribute a lot of these cells all over the place, in the afferent and the efferent vessels that go in and out of the lymph nodes, and the macrophages that are created in the bone marrow migrate into the blood, migrate into the tissue, migrate into the lymph nodes and destroy bacteria in there. So during a dry fast, you're not taking any water in, and these bad cells, bacteria, pathogens, parasites, that kind of stuff get very weak because you have to feed them water, and they don't make endogenous water. Whereas in you, your cells make water inside the cells. So your cells stay healthy, your cells stay alive, your lymphatic system is fully activated to take all this debris into the system, decontaminate it, dissolve it, and get it into the bowels so you can get rid of it after the dry fast is over. And that's why dry fasting is so important, especially in this time, when we have all kinds of threats, foreign and domestic, that are coming into the body and need to be dealt with. The wonderful thing about the immune system is it produces these killer cells, these T cells, that go up to bad cells and just dissolves them from the inside out. So if a cell somehow gets something into it that's making bad proteins, it will dissolve those cells and remove them, throw them in the lymphatic system, and it will eliminate them. It also has the ability to produce these cells that move in and out of cells, in and out of the extracellular matrix. Cells aren't just glued together. They're actually kind of put together with these springy proteins in between them that are able to initiate activities between cells and move things in and out of cells. And in this matrix, the extracellular matrix, is the structured water that Gerald Pollack talks about. It's a very interesting type of water that moves debris out of that zone, the exclusion zone, easy water he called it. So your body's making all this easy water. It's structured water out of the mitochondria. It's pushing it out of the cells in the extracellular matrix that ends up going into the lymphatic system. Your immune system is completely turned on to make brand new immune cells, 20 or 30 different types, depending on erythrocytic cells and T cells, killer cells, CD4, CD8, all these different cell lines that produce the active and the innate immune system response to pathogens and parasites and things that get into your body by whatever means, and dissolves them and takes them out of the body, especially these broken and folded proteins. Because during a dry fast, your body specifically targets those things that aren't producing life force, those things that are signaling the wrong kind of chemokines that are going to damage you. They find it, they kill them, they engulf them, they produce, this waste that goes into the lymphatic system and leaves the body. We talk about this in neogenesis, where the fascial system, the prima fascia system, which is this lines of pre-cabling that happen during embryogenesis, where your nerves, your vessels, and lymphatic system are all running through the body. It's been predetermined by the prima fascial system that was developed at the very beginning when you were still in the womb. And these vessels deliver things into the lymph, deliver things into the blood, deliver things to the nerves. It's a really interesting integrated system that we live inside of, this kind of sea sponge of a body that everything is kind of resting in. But the immune system runs through all of it. So to have a brand new immune system at the end of a dry fast is fantastic. It's also why in 3 to 5 days all your parasites and bacteria are killed off, because you've activated a brand new immune system. It's really strong. The killer cells, the T cells, the helper cells, the macrophages, all this stuff that's being generated in the body is now cleaning you up. So one of the 10 best things that happens during a dry fast is the brand new immune system. Enormous increased ability to have immunity against all sorts of problems. So boost your immunity, do a dry fast. It's really the easiest way to do it. You can spend months and years and all sorts of stuff on remedies and methods and all these protocols, but all you have to do is stop eating and stop drinking. 7 days max, really great. It's safe, easy to do. I highly recommend doing a dry fast. Anyway, for immunity, just dry fast.